Hey, brave souls. This is the Brave Evolution Podcast. I'm your host, Chantel Hampton, and this has become your weekly boost of empowerment. Y'all, I'm proud of myself. I'm on a roll. One of the things that I made a commitment to myself to do was to be brave enough to not be perfect or be a perfectionist. Honestly, y'all, I pride myself in even that terminology. I'm hearing it, I'm like, wow, that's an issue. But I have prided myself in my perfectionism and my desire for excellence and demand for excellence, and it has been a hindrance to me in some ways. And so, even as I'm saying this, I feel as though this could be the reason why many of us either don't launch out or don't continue what's in our hearts to do because of perfectionism. So even starting this video, I wasn't even going to talk about that, but I think that's where we're going to go. And then if I feel the need to do another one, I will. But for as long as I can remember, especially when I started my career in music, and my desire to do music, I really feel like that's where that profession, is it professionistic? Professional, perfectionist, um, attitude, spirit, heart, whatever you want to call it, mindset, really started rearing its head. And a lot of that was because of me wanting to get my dad's approval, wanting to feel accepted and embraced in a way by people on the outside. I was always weird. I was an oddball. I was awkward. Even as a kid, like I struggled with weight issues. And so self-esteem issues came into play. And then I was sickly. So I was weird. And I was just, like I felt like I didn't fit in anywhere. I was quiet. And I often felt overlooked. So when I decided to go into music, one of the reasons I decided to do so was because I knew that was a way to get closer to my father and for us to build a relationship. And it seemed like he approved the people that he was around. I had older brothers and sisters that were not biological, but people in the youth group and stuff that he mentored, and that was the way they were approved, so why don't I do this and maybe he'll pay attention to me. He spent a lot of time with them, so maybe if I do this, he'll spend time with me. And I remember that in itself was the start of me being highly competitive. I was highly competitive because I wanted to outdo the other people so that I could shine more. I believe that was probably part of my nature. I just didn't really know that, how competitive I was. But I did not like losing, and I did not like looking bad. And so I worked harder than anybody. I would stay up later than anybody. I would do everything as a way, almost as a badge of honor, like, look what I did. And it's crazy even thinking back. I don't think I've ever really talked about this, but my desire for excellence or perfection, let's not confuse excellence with perfection. So my desire for perfection stemmed from a place of needing approval. and desiring approval and seeking approval. All of that to say, with these videos, y'all, I dealt with that for the past few years. I mean, as we look back even over the channel, the videos I posted up before, yo, I was taking time. I had the Canon TI5, whatever it's called, camera up. I had the tripod up. I had the microphone, the lapel microphone. I had all this stuff up, and I was ready, and I was editing. I mean, mind you, it was during COVID, but I was editing, and I was doing pictures, and just perfect. And I'm a perfectionist when it comes to, again, graphics and making sure things look right, because I love it. It's enjoyable to me, but at the same time, it wastes time. And I have other things that I'm thinking about and working on and focusing on. And then I started over the past year or so looking at other people's videos, and not to compare, but just to try to get information, as well as like, well, is there a different way to do this? And I'm starting to see all these people come up on my time feed, down to my pastor. Like, he literally sets his camera up, or if it's his computer or his phone, and he'll do his videos from that little study area every single time. And it's nothing crazy, nothing highly overproduced. And I'm just like, what is wrong with me? And I've had to really examine myself. Like, I am wasting time trying to make something perfect. For what? For people to say, oh my God, they look so good. Who did that? Like, is that my reason? Or is it because I feel as though if it doesn't look a certain way, I will not be as valued or as valuable? And so again, I encourage us all. I lost my earring, but I encourage us all to really evaluate that. Are we holding back because we want or want something to be so perfect, or are waiting for something to be so perfect, and everything lined up before we actually move? That's not faith, nor is it bravery, nor is it courage. Courage says, I'm going to take what I have in my hand. I'm going to go find the smoothest stone. I'm not going to use your armor that looks perfect. David, Saul, I'm going to take my slingshot, and I'm going to take these pebbles, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to step out on faith, and I am going to tell you and tell the enemy, or tell whatever I'm facing, that no, my God said this, and this is who I'm defending. This is what, and so even in my life, I'm like, no, I'm supposed to use this voice. I'm supposed to use what God has given me, and not just me as a singer, not just me as a musician. I'm supposed to confront these things that have often held me back, because it's supposed to help you. And if I can be a light, and I can be an example, and if I can encourage you, then that's what I'm going to do by any means necessary. And it does not have to be perfect. This is exactly what he needs me to do. And even the Brave Evolution is all about accepting and embracing who you are, where you are, and all you were designed to be. So that was hypocritical of me. So I repent. I apologize. It was hypocritical of me to not embrace who I was, where I am, and all that I was designed to be, in order to prove something to myself. It wasn't even so much to y'all. It was to myself. That I could do this, and it has to look a certain way and be a certain way. And that's something that I am working out of. It's a process, but I'm proud of myself. And I want to encourage you all to really examine those areas where you have, again, held yourself back because you want it to be a certain way, or you need approval, so it has to be perfect. And then you end up wearing yourself out and tiring yourself out, exhausting yourself, your resources, your time, all of that, because the motive's wrong. or because of fear, because a lot of times fear becomes the root of your perfectionism. You're afraid that it's not going to be right. And you're afraid that it's not going to be accepted. Time to kill all of that. No more. No more. All right. So, yeah, I wanted to share that. Again, if this was not intended, but I feel like it's super, super necessary to remind you of that. All right. If you feel as though you want some more of this tough love, that's one thing about me. I will love you. I've had students for years, and mentees and people that I'm grateful that God has sent me. And I will love on you, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Even my friends, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'm going to tell the truth about myself. I'm harder on myself than I am on anybody. So if I'm hard on myself, I'm expecting the same out of you. If you need that kind of coach, that kind of love, that kind of support and attention, I would love for you to visit my page. I have a few options. I have one-on-one coaching. I can work with you one-on-one and help create a plan and talk you through your plan. One thing that I'm blessed with and I'm grateful to God for is that I believe that if we go before God together to see what he designed for you and what his purpose is for you and all he's designed and equipped you with, I believe that he's given me the gift to help you organize it and shape it and execute. And so if that's something you need, you can sign up on my page, Chantelhamptonmusic.com, Chantelhamptonmusic.com. And you can look at, I have coaching. I also have something called the Brave Corner. So the Brave Corner is an accountability group. Some of us don't need that one-on-one coaching, nor do we want that much attention on us, but we still want the accountability and we want to be surrounded by people and just reminded that this is what I need to do. And if that's you, you can sign up for the Brave Corner. So again, that's chantelhamptonmusic.com/Brave Corner. And with that, there is a monthly fee, but with the fee, we do bi-weekly sessions where we're all online with me or with a special guest that I have. I will give you prompts and things to do, and there will be homework assignments. There's a special private Facebook group that you can be a part of to get, again, encouragement, support. There's a community there for you. And then if you sign up for the boosted membership, you do get a 30-minute coaching session with me every month. So I encourage you to do one of those things, two of those things, whatever you feel like you need. Anybody a part of the Brave Corner does get a discount on the one-on-one coaching as well. So I want to see you all thrive. I want to see you thrive. And part of our thriving is taking bold, brave steps. All right. So don't forget any of those. I'd love to have you a part. Chantelhamptonmusic.com / I think it's coaching or Brave Coaching and then Brave Corner, but definitely go to the page and you'll see them right there under Learn. All right. And I'll put the links in the description underneath. I love you guys. I am so proud of you. And if you don't hear that often, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. And I know that even you watching this is a part of you taking a bold step towards walking out your bravery. All right. God bless you. Take care. And until next time, be brave.